guys, welcome to 2018. This is my first video for the year. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm in a completely different area of my house. I'm in my lounge room. I actually feel a little weird sort of sitting in my lounge room because it's nothing up. I'm gonna start all that again. Hi guys, welcome. I don't need to clap. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is 2018 and this is my first video. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm in a completely different room of the house. I'm in my lounge room. I thought this was going to be a little bit weird. It actually just feels really comfortable being able to, kick back on the couch, feet up, just, talk. I do need one foot up. Oh, let's spit my coffee. Oh yeah, you can see my coffee just sitting there. Shouldn't leave your coffee on the couch. I always spill it. Yeah, no, this is quite comfortable just to be sitting here. Be more comfortable sitting in my bed, but I thought this might be just a bit more appropriate for YouTube. But I just wanted to talk really. I wanted to talk about 2017 and my journey as a beauty vlogger and my ups and downs of the last 12 months. Well, it's probably been about 10 months, 9 or 10 months that I've been beauty vlogging for. And I just wanted to talk about things that were really exciting last year and things that really disappointed me and that made me question whether I wanted to keep doing stuff like this. So if you would like to just hear a random person's thoughts, then keep listening or keep watching. So about March last year, start of March last year, or 2017, I decided that I wanted to daily post on Instagram, post makeup looks, post makeup related things. I shouldn't say I always have been into makeup. The last 10 years I've really enjoyed playing with makeup and learning about makeup, and I just wanted to share what I do and what I love. That's what it sort of started as, and I started daily posting. I was around, I believe, about the 500 followers, and then maybe 1,000. No, I'm thinking it was like around 500 followers. And then in April 2017, I was bored on a Friday night, and I'd seen some picture on one of the makeup groups of people dropping their foundation and seeing how much oil or residue or what came onto a brown paper bag, and I thought, I have a crap ton of foundations. I'm interested to see which one of mine is it. So 11 o'clock at night, I dabbed just bits of foundation. I wasn't measuring. I wasn't, these photos weren't intended to go anywhere apart from the makeup social. I was posting them on there, and I posted them, and they got shared throughout social media, and they essentially went viral. I posted them on, I had a couple of people ask me if I could share them, and I said sure, just put a link to my Instagram, which was very small, and I thought, I might get a couple extra followers on this. And I put my photos on my Instagram because some people had said that your photos aren't on your Instagram, it's not even your photos. So I thought, oh, look, I'll put them up. And I went from about 500 followers to about 3,500 followers, which was massive. I could not believe it. But what else happened was a couple of news places picked up the story of the foundation test. And what was it? It was on Hit FM, and it was on Yahoo UK, and a couple of other ones, and that was so exciting. I was sitting in the car, and mind you, I'd been posting for maybe a month and a half, 2 months, and I was sitting in the car, and I'm scrolling through my Facebook, and I keep my Facebook for my friends and family, and my Instagram is for my makeup looks and things like that. And I'm scrolling through and I see this picture that I knew I wouldn't have put because I had a lot of makeup on, and I thought, oh, why is that here? Because that's an Instagram photo. And I realised that a news article, a national news article had done this story on me, saying that I'd done these tests and that, and I freaked out. I'm like, oh my God. But it was so exciting. It was so exciting to see my picture out on a national site. Copped a bit of flack for it, not from friends or family, but just copped, trolls and that, which was fine. That didn't really bother me. Everyone was saying, because there was an Avon foundation there, that I was an Avon rep trying to sell products and I was making money. And I'm like, no, the Avon foundation that I had, I actually didn't even like. It was really drying, which probably explains a little bit, because there was no residue or I'll say residue, like oil mix that came out. And your skin does need a bit of oil. It needs something to keep it sort of locked in. But yeah. So that happened, and that was a bit exciting. And I had all these new people that were following me, but so I was sitting around 3,500, and I thought, wow, I'm really lucky. I got a bit of a jump start. I got these a couple of thousand people to start seeing what I can do. I'm really going to take this seriously, and I'm going to post daily, which I was posting daily to every 2 days, but I was going to learn about Instagram marketing and hashtags, and I spent a lot of time reading and learning about things to boost yourself on Instagram. So I did that, and I really enjoyed learning about it. And within that, I've been able to, people that have had questions on social media, I've been able to answer those questions, especially in regards to hashtags and shadow banning, because I did read a lot into that. But it was good to be able to, I guess, pass on a bit of knowledge. And I realised that I really enjoy that. I love helping people out. Even though, I don't classify myself as a successful vlogger or someone that's qualified to give advice. Just sharing what I've learned, I don't know whether it be right or wrong, but just sharing what I've learned, I really have enjoyed that. So I've just gone along. We're about midway through the year, and I've just posting about. I've hit about maybe 4,000 followers now, and I decided to enter the NYX Face Awards in Australia. I did not think I was going to win. I didn't enter to win. I entered because I wanted NYX Cosmetics to see what I could do. I did a bit of an 80s rocker glam, 70s sort of metallic, highbrow, I did a look that I really liked, and I wanted to be a bit different, and I recorded my video and then I put it all in reverse. So I entered the NYX Face Award hoping that NYX Cosmetics would see me, and that's really what I wanted from it. And I didn't get in the top 30. I had no intention of thinking I was going to get in the top 30, but I was really happy that I entered. And off that, it got me an invite to the NYX Face Awards in Melbourne, which I was so excited about. It was my first, industry event, and that I've been able to go to. I'd been invited to a couple previously. Again, just sort of off my regular and consistent Instagram posting. So come to end of July, I went to the NYX Face Awards in Melbourne, and I was just so excited to be there. I got to meet a bunch of really cool people, and a lot that I still talk to now are people that I hadn't seen on social media before, and now I have seen them, and I get to comment and interact with them on social media, which is really fun and exciting. And I feel like, I think we all feel like, oh, I know that person because I see them on social media, but it's also nice to meet them in real life and also interact. And I hope I can get back down to Melbourne. I live about 3.5 hours away from Melbourne, so it is hard for me to get there all the time. But I did get a handful of invites throughout the year just to go to little master classes or launches and things like that, and that was really exciting. And you know, I had to turn some of them down, but it's always really nice to be invited. So as my account's growing, I'm finding, you know, I'm starting to get some of the perks. I'm starting to get some PR in the mail. I'm getting some brands contact me, and I put some time and effort into introducing myself to brands, and finding out who I, from a social media point, should contact. And I worked really hard on, you know, just again introducing myself, saying, hi, I'm April, this is what I'm doing, this is where you can find me. If you would like to learn any more, let me know. Most of them I didn't hear back from. A few of them I did, and I'm really grateful for people having a look at my content and brands having a look at my content. Some of them sending me things, which was really, really generous of them. And yeah, I was just really, I felt like I was starting to make a small step in the social media beauty vlogging world. Last year I was also really lucky to be able to do a few sponsored posts. I subscribed to Tribe, which is an app where if you have 3,000 followers or more, you're classified as a micro blogger when you're 3,000 followers or more, I believe the word is. And you can create content for brands and put a dollar figure against it, and if the brand thinks that you are worth that, they will pay you and you can post your content. And I got a few posts that went through and brands picked up, which I was really, really happy for. I also put in for a lot that didn't get picked up, which, you know, it was a bit disappointing because I really liked the photos, but you know, it is what it is. And that's, you know, you'll always get, you know, knockbacks. For the knockbacks, you hopefully will get some acceptance too. So around the end of the year, I hit 5,000 followers, which was that was my goal. That was my first goal. I wanted to reach 5,000 followers. And I got to about 5,100, I think. And then this is probably around the September, October mark of last year, and then I just started losing followers. I wasn't doing anything different. I was still regularly posting. I was probably switching up some of the kinds of posts I was doing, or my backgrounds. I was really wanting to get into trying to find a theme for my beauty vlog on Instagram, and I wasn't very good at that. I keep changing my mind. I don't like things to stay the same. I like to change it up, and I was putting pressure on myself to try and find a theme that suited me, but kept a consistency, and that would get people wanting to come back and look at my photos. And that's something I really struggled with. And then we had a few lows in 2017. Some of these I've told on my Insta stories, or I've spoken about, and some I haven't. I'm looking over here. I do have a notepad of things that I wanted to make sure I sort of spoke about. One of the things that I really struggled with was creating a theme for my Instagram. I was told that was really important, and I still think it is important. However, it's got to really stay true to who you are. I tried a lot of different color schemes or backgrounds or just all sorts of things, but I like to change things up, and I really felt like some of them weren't me, and that I was trying to fit into this mold. And again, it wasn't me. I want to create things that I really like, because if I start creating things that I just think what people want, it's not always going to please me, and it's not going to be fun, and we're going to get to just me going, no, I don't want to do it anymore. And I want to do this. I love taking photos and playing with makeup and sharing makeup and sharing. I just love sharing. I'm a sharing person, apparently. I like sharing. something else that I consider a low for 2017, and especially probably the second half, is focusing too much on the numbers. And Instagram and social media is a numbers game. There is no doubt about that. But I at one point I really let it get to me. I was constantly on an unfollowers app, wanting to see who's unfollowed me, you know, what have I done wrong, you know, trying to analyze every single thing. And it was a head fuck. It was just too much. It was too much. And when I was starting to drop followers, I was just like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And it's not necessarily something I'm doing wrong. It's whether they're spam accounts or whether it's people just didn't want to see what I was putting up. And that's okay. I've still got thousands of people, a couple of thousand people that do want to see what I'm putting up. And that's what I need to focus on. My lows of 2017, the rise, I guess, of the viral video, and you know, people wanting to see my content, to people dropping off and people unfollowing me. That was a low. I got the am I not good enough? Am I, you know, all the things that would go through someone's head. At the start, I thought I'd made friends with someone, and I was speaking to them, and then all of a sudden they unfollowed me. And I actually went to her and said, you know, look, can I ask why you've unfollowed me? Like, can I get feedback? And she was someone who, and she just didn't like my aesthetic, or that I wasn't curated enough. I didn't have enough of a flow and a theme for her to want to keep looking at my pictures. And I took that personally. And I thought she was someone who was really happy and creative and supportive and all of this. And it's funny, as the year went on, I learnt through just the world of social media that she's not. And I kept following her because I didn't want to be one of those people that, well, if you unfollow me, I'll unfollow you. I wanted to follow people that I liked, and I didn't want to follow people that I didn't like, or the pictures that I didn't like. But now I've completely unfollowed her and her businesses, and it's a bit of a yeah. So that losing followers can take a bit of a hit, but I think that you have to focus on not what you're losing, but what you either are gaining or what you have. And that's, I guess, where I'm wanting to take 2018, that I really want to focus on the people that support my content and not worry about if someone drops off. It just means I wasn't their cup of tea. And that's okay. Not everyone's cup of tea, and not everyone is. Everyone has people that, you know, don't like their content, and some people get trolled for it. Thankfully that hasn't happened to me. I don't think anyone cares enough at the moment. But yeah. Another one of my lows was I posted on my Insta story, I was using, is it La Roche-Posay? Apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I was using one of their foundations and testing it out, and they sent me a DM and said, hey, we love it, would you take a photo for our social media? And I thought, I would love to. I would, I liked the skin tint foundations for sensitive skin, and I'd love to take a photo. And I actually, at the start, I misread what they'd said, because I typed, with the time I was taking a lot of photos on a dark background. They said, you know, we're quite a white aesthetic, can you take a photo? And I sort of misread it, and I took a photo with my black background, and I sent it to them, and I sent them a couple of shots, and they said, oh look, we love your shots, but we actually were meaning a white one. Only if you don't mind, you know, taking another one, or with a white background. I said, oh no, I don't mind at all. I'll take a photo. I'll take some more photos. So I took some more photos on a white background. I wore white clothes, holding the product, because yeah, I liked it, and I liked the brand. and I sent it to them, and they never responded. And for a few days, they never responded. And hello, are you? And I was a bit annoyed because previously they'd been, right on the responses, and I wasn't getting anything. I said, look, just making sure, is this what you're after, or would you like me to shoot something else? And then I think I sent one saying, I sent them another message, and I said, look, if it's not what you're after, that's fine, but you could at least just tell me. And then I finally got a message back, I'm really sorry. The photo's great. I just need to get this to my manager and get her approval. So it's gone from, can you take some photos for us, to, well, we need approval now. And so that was a bit disappointing, and that was the last I heard from them. I'd also, going back to sort of sponsored posts, I'd actually applied to do a sponsored post for them because I had their skin tint and I had a photo, and that was rejected as well. So that was really disappointing because I thought they had come to me to say, yes, we really like you, or we like your content, and then all of a sudden it just felt like it wasn't good enough. And that sort of took a bit of a hit to the self-esteem, thinking, what's changed? But all I can do is move on from it and just, live and learn. Some people are going to like it and my content, and some people aren't. Another thing is, I've seen companies and on social media run contests, and they want you to share your photos and hashtag them, and this happened with Kevin Aquan Beauty, and I have Kevin Aquan's books. I think he was an absolutely brilliant makeup artist. I don't have any of his products though. I haven't been able to get my hands on any yet. And there was a contest for his Making Faces book, and they were going to daily pick a winner. And you got a copy of the book and a free product. And for the whole month this was October, the whole month of October, every day they're going to pick a winner. And then overall they're going to pick like an overall winner. And I thought, do you know what? I really, would love to win one of the products. They're expensive products. It's not something I sort of would probably typically buy, but I was really keen to try something out. I love him as an artist. I know he doesn't have his, he's obviously not around anymore. But I wanted to enter and just see if I could win a daily prize. I thought that would be really cool. And so I did a few entries, and I noticed that there was no, on their Insta story or anywhere, there was no daily prize announced. And I thought that was really odd, and I'd sent them a message and said, are you guys still doing the daily prizes? I'm essentially promoting you guys. I'm promoting the book. I think I did three photos in total. You had to recreate looks from the book, which was really fun, and I'm glad I created those photos because they were fun looks and different than what I was doing at the time. So I was really happy to do it, but I thought it was really shady not to. It was really shady not to, I guess, go through with that. I did notice, and I was following the hashtag, and there wasn't people entering every day, or there were, and I sort of thought, well, look, I know you're probably not getting the response that you were hoping with this competition, but at least the people that were entering, there was, from what I could see of the hashtags, there was probably about 3 or 4 of us that were doing regular looks, but, could you not, either repost or promote or pick us as the winners for a daily one. Even if you weren't doing a daily one, the people that were entering, they did pick an overall. They ended up, it was like a month and a half later, they did pick an overall winner, and she did a beautiful look, and it was really well deserved. And I wasn't sort of shitty about that, that I didn't win a prize. I was more shitty that they weren't keeping their word, and they weren't promoting. And there's been a few things I've seen of people saying, you know, use my hashtag and do this, and you know, you're promoting people because there's something at the end. It might have been for reposts or content, or you know, or a contest, and you're promoting these people, and you're using these hashtags or tagging them and giving them the promotion, and then they don't stick to their end of the deal. That sort of last year made me a little bit more clear on that there are brands that will do that and people that will do that, and that's not what I want to do with my content, and it's not what I want to promote either. So they were sort of things that irritated me last year, but yeah, it's, you know, sometimes you need to learn or see what you don't like to know that that's not what you're going to do or what you're not going to participate in. But that was really disappointing. The Kevin Aquan beauty team never responded to my messages. I'm sure they get thousands of messages. They're quite a big account, but the messages still haven't been seen. When I was messaging them and asking them, hey, are you guys still doing this? Excuse me. You know, yeah, are you guys still doing this? Are you picking winners? I've missed out on seeing who's actually won. I'm keen to see who won, etc., etc. So for 2018, I'm really excited because I want to give shits less, yeah. I'm really excited because I want to do more of what I love. I want to be more creative with my makeup. I don't want to do things that I just think people want to see. I want to do things that are interesting, and hopefully the right people will see, the people will see that, you know, like what I do, will see it and either think it's good or crap, it doesn't matter, but it might start a conversation, and that's what I want to do. I want someone to say, wow, I really like that because, or wow, that's not really my thing, because, or just have conversations about things that we create. And I think that's really where I want my Instagram to go. Last year I bought a domain as well, and I was intending on blogging, and blogging's hard. Like, there's a lot that goes into blogging, but this year I want to put a bit more effort into planning and getting a few more blog posts up, because I do like talking about things. I did a blog post, my very first blog post was about animal testing, and I like putting my point of view forward. And I want to be less afraid to put my opinion out there. I'm quite opinionated on a lot of things, but I never want to offend anyone, and I think that's sometimes where I hold back with what I say, and I really want to put my opinion out there because my opinion matters as much as the next person, and I just think that I should be able to, as long as I'm not hurting or being cruel to anyone, which I'm not, but I'm really just, I want to get my opinion out there, and again, create conversation, people agreeing or disagreeing with me. I also want to make my niche a little bit clearer, and really hone down on what that is, because I sit here and go, look, I'm a beauty vlogger, and that's what I love and I classify myself as. However, that is just, especially this day, it is such a broad thing to say I'm a beauty vlogger. I think there's, you can really hone in on something that you enjoy about the beauty world. It's such a massive world, and I really want to figure out and be a bit more clear about what I want to put out there and the people I want to reach. So I'm really excited to try and to keep going on my path and finding out more about what I love. I want to incorporate probably a little bit more of the things that I like into my social media posts. So that is sort of things that I learn myself, so reteaching things whether it be about Instagram or marketing or hashtags and things like that. For those who don't know, I work for an advertising agency, so I'm around marketing 24/7, social media marketing 24/7. I do a lot of social media marketing through my work, so I do feel like I do have probably a little bit of a different perspective on how you treat marketing and social media marketing, because it is my job. So I do want to share a little bit more about that. I do maybe want to sort of try and combine some of the other things I like. So I like gardening. I like growing vegetables more, but I really enjoy sort of seeing something grow and, you know, being able to get something from it. So that's, you know, obviously the veggies and things like that. So I'd like to sort of somehow incorporate a bit of that, and whether that just may be posting more on my Insta stories about me and keeping my actual content and my photos more beauty related, I don't know, but this will be the year that I'm hopefully going to work that out a little bit more and have a bit more of a clearer, this is what I want to do. And the same with on my YouTube channel. I am really keen to hit 100 subscribers. I'm at 56 at the moment, I think. But by this time next year, I'd love to be sitting at 100 subscribers. That would be really cool. I want to share more on YouTube from a video point. And I want to learn to use my camera more. That's another thing that I want to do for 2018. All my settings are pretty much on auto, and it does a good job. I have a Nikon D5500 camera. And I really love it, but I want to be able to learn just a few more things about how to use it and how to use it properly. And hopefully that will help me create better content for you guys as well. So that's probably, I probably should just sit up a bit more. I was slouching a bit there. That is where I'm at the moment. I just wanted to share with anyone that wanted to listen. About how I felt about the previous year. I had some really good things happen, and I had some bits that made me feel quite low and made me think about what I want to do and you know, what I want to do on social media and what I don't want to do. And I'm really excited for 2018, and I hope you guys are too. I would love to know what your highs and lows, if you are a social media blogger as well, what your highs and lows were. Oh, Twitter. Twitter is something I want to master. I don't want to say master because I don't know if anyone's actually mastered it. But I really want to be a lot more active on Twitter. Sort of the last half of the year, I definitely have been. But I really enjoy the conversation. Again, this all sort of comes back to interaction. I really enjoy the conversations pace of Twitter, that you can get instant responses and you can just go and join in on a conversation. You don't have to sort of sit back. You just start chatting away, 140 characters or less. So I really want to do more of that. So you can find me on Twitter. You can actually find me on Twitter, Facebook, and which I don't really do a lot of Facebooking. I more started my Facebook page so I could get the business stats on my Instagram. So that is it for 2017. Welcome 2018. You can find me all throughout social media at AprilBell83. That is Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. I think my Pinterest name is there. I have a lot of beauty type just boards that I find things that I want to keep. And so if you want to see what I like, Pinterest is probably the way to find out some of the stuff there. I've got a lot of style boards and that, so you can sort of, I guess, get my personal style. None of which I really have on today. I've literally just in Giants shirt and leggings, hair in a pony. My hair is pretty much always in a pony. But yeah, you can learn a bit more about me over on Pinterest. Thanks very much for listening to my rambles, my 2017 recap of what I did and how things went for me. I'm really excited for 2018. Like I said, it's the year of it's the year of creativity, and it's the year of creating good content. I will talk to you guys all in another video. Thanks, bye. My coffee's cold now.